trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor.
Monster on the beat, ho.
As of right now, I don't know if I'll be watching the full episode and reacting to it on my channel because I don't want to give them a view, and I don't know if I can reasonably sit and listen to people, one, victimize themselves after they f*** up their own life entirely on their own, two, pander to the abuser in question who f***ed up her own life and coddle her and just generally play into the self-victimization. Winter sucks for me. The seasonal depression is hitting hard, and it's always compounded this time of year. I just genuinely don't know if I can stand listening to this bullshit. And I'm trying this thing moving forward where I don't react emotionally and just spout whatever comes to mind. I'm going to try to approach these topics from the mindset of, if this person I'm covering on my channel today were in front of me, what would I actually say? I used to be confrontational. I'm not so much anymore. I have calmed down as I've gotten older, but I do have a line. People like this, cross it. But I'm still going to keep a calm level head and give more grace than I frankly think is even deserved for the sake of the life and career I'm trying to build. And I'm saying this because I want it noted I am putting in a tremendous amount of effort not to snap and just go off, because I am so sick of 2025 and the effects that the rise of conservatism/fascism, yes, I'm equating them, have had on society. People have spent this entire year just being awful. I'm so sick of it.
You know, now that I'm a mom, obviously every choice I make, I think about how it could affect my children. And I wish that I went into my interactions with my fans with that same mindset of like, everything I say can affect them, and think about how this can affect these people that you're interacting with.
Immediately beginning with, now that I'm a mom, is such a manipulation tactic. She's slapping the mom card down because, let's be honest, moms are kind of infantilized and looked at like these soft loving daffodils who can do no wrong, when that simply isn't true. Moms can also be terrible people, and the language she's chosen here is ridiculous because she was already a mother when she decided to engage with fans in an appropriate manner, wasn't she? Why weren't you thinking about it then? And actually that. Why were you as an adult, whether you have any children in your life or not, so willing and comfortable not only to engage with fans, especially underage ones, on such a personal and private level, let alone discussing sex and their bodies? There is no getting around that. You can keep trying to reheat these same moldy nachos despite the fact no one has bothered eating them since everything came to light. It's not going to work. You know it's not going to work. Everyone hates you. And they always will. The thing is, this is literally all she has. She ruined her career likely for the rest of her life, and all she has is desperately trying to get it back and making herself look like the poor old woman who fell victim to a smear campaign. It's pathetic and sad. I don't know what else to say about that.
What happened personally, internally?
I was so caught up in the things that weren't true that were being said about me that I feel like I wasn't listening to the things that were true.
Clinging to the notion that anything revealed wasn't true is just tired at this point. We all saw the screenshots. More importantly, we all heard you admit to the allegations, Colleen, but try to sugarcoat it by saying it wasn't predator behavior, it was loser behavior, which are the same. Predator is not necessarily a synonym for loser, but loser is absolutely a synonym for predator. You know what I mean? There's no taking that back. There's no taking back that god-awful apology video.
I'm not a groomer. I'm just a loser.
And while we're discussing this, exactly which parts weren't true? Go ahead. Say it. Point out a lie that the internet can easily prove was actually true. Maybe she won't be vague in the full episode. Maybe she will. I don't know if I care.
People do make mistakes, and people can learn and grow and change.
Speaking or engaging sexually with underage fans is not a mistake. Putting the wrong ingredient in your soup is a mistake. Being a groomer is a conscious decision you have to make, and you made it repeatedly. Oh my God, I'm so sick of people trying to treat sexual misconduct of any kind as a simple mistake. Just shut up. Just shut up.
My self-worth was based in the validation from my fans, and that was who I was as a person. So when that was taken away, I was like, then I'm nothing.
I love when people who get outed as just disgusting, grimy little whatever, go on these attempts at like a redemption press tour, and they intentionally make their voice wobbly, like they're gonna cry, and their eyes are drier than my mouth after some weed. Who do you think you're fooling? We can literally see you not actually crying. Aren't you supposed to be an actor? Now on to Raven Symone and whoever her wife is. I don't care. Obviously, there's not much from them in this preview, but there doesn't need to be. The decision to have Colleen on their show, go through the process of thinking up an episode, inviting her, filming, editing, all that goddamn time it took, and they never once considered that platforming an abuser may be a bad idea, tells us everything we need to know about who they are as human beings without them uttering a single word. I don't care about the abuser side of the story. I don't care about their sob story of a childhood if they have one. I don't care how rocky their relationship with their family is if that's what f***ed them in the head. I genuinely do not care about whatever it is they have to say. They are an abuser. Period. End of story. Have a terrible night. I saw a few comments like this one implying if they were going to do this, they could have at least gotten the victims okay, but I don't think it matters because it's not like they're doing a documentary. You know, it's in the name of a podcast. This is all tea and gossip to them. The morals that led to this decision are on full display. Quite frankly, if the victims had said no, they probably would have just done it anyway because they probably care more about the clicks. Willingly platforming an abuser and not the victims, in my eyes, is siding with the abuser. It's condoning abuse. It's condoning grooming. Because why would you align yourself with this? Disgusting and disappointing. I was just rewatching season 1 of That's the Raven last weekend, and this week, this is the news that hits. But honestly, it's not super disappointing, nor is it remotely surprising at this point. This is exactly why you don't put any kind of faith in celebrities. Also, let it be known, I left this comment on their account, and let me repeat, I don't know if you can even still call Raven Symone a celebrity at this point. If you didn't watch Disney Channel 20 plus years ago, emphasis on 20 plus, who still remembers her? What does she actually do? So go ahead and like the video if you made it to the end. Share the video so you, me, and your friends can dunk on this abysmal decision together. And subscribe if you want to be around to yap with me on the next person to show their true colors. The world.